Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 19th. And we're still swinging. We've split from the group again. Sorry if you see me jump like that. I'm probably, see if I can get that on the video. Probably smacking a mosquito. Look at him. Got another one buzzing around. I mean, they're ridiculous. As you can see, I got a thermocell clipped on my leafy suit, trying to get some dang relief from these heifers. It's like right at 50 degrees this morning, with like a 15-mile-an-hour constant wind, with a gust up to 23, and I'm still fighting clouds of mosquitoes. It's unreal. Welcome to Florida. But that wind is going to make it hard this morning, without a doubt. It's going to be very difficult to hear one and to accurately pinpoint him. The pressure's up and the temperature dropped. So I'm really hoping that they at least gobble, because if they gobble, we can get in their bubble and do something. But they just gotta talk, and they've been boogered with pretty hard here lately. Our whole group split up, so I'm soloing it again today. Back on the gun. Andrew will be on his own, doing his own thing, and same with Sam. So we are kind of soloing it, hoping that Sam gets one this morning. He's the only one in our group that hasn't tagged one yet, so we're hoping that he can get it done. He's on a bird, and the bird gobbled pretty good yesterday. So, golly, aggravating the efforts. Really hoping that he can get it done. He's gonna be tight to where he was yesterday, and just birds gotta talk. The same thing as my scenario, same thing as Andrew's scenario. Turkeys that gotta talk. But we're running down ain't got too many days left, so gotta make something happen. I know we got today and tomorrow, and then Thursday is up in the air. We might go fishing, we might hunt, we might go home, depending on what happens. I don't know. So we're gonna see. Unreal. But regardless of what happens, it's been a fantastic trip. Been a pretty good swing. But I got a feeling one or two more might get their ticket punched before we leave on out of here. I'm finna sit my butt right here at the entrance to this trail, and finna kind of spot guard for a little while and try to run people off if I need to. Hopefully I don't have to deal with anybody. Andrew's down a couple trails down across the road from me, so maybe me and him can keep our spots to ourselves and run people out. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully. Dang, the joker was tearing up the inside of my hand. Hopefully next time y'all see me, you got one screaming at me. It can't be any better than the one was yesterday, but we're gonna give it a go. Alright, see y'all. we've heard one turkey, and he's in a quarter unit, probably 800 yards away. I'm sure somebody probably screwed with him yesterday, and that pushed him over to that unit, because that unit's weekend hunts only. So I'm sure he's felt the pressure over here and got pushed over there. So I got 2 miles worth of hammock that I can work. And evidently, there's not a turkey right in this front portion of it that wants to gobble. I figured they'd be deeper anyway. But I'm gonna do a little walking. I hate to leave a gobbling turkey because, I mean, he's gobbling pretty good. There's a chance he can get caught over. And there's also a truck that went down that way to the edge and putting it. So that old boy could be set up on that turkey, trying to call him across. I don't know. I mean, I got too much dirt right there. There's a good chance for there to be a longbeard, for me to sit here and worry about one that I know is not on my side. So I'm just gonna cover a little ground. And there's a good looking hammock way back up down this trail. So I'll go back there and work my way back calling. Just see what the morning brings. I'm about to hit a fly down in a second, just to really clear this area. That turkey on the quota unit, burn it down. Fresh turkey tracks in this trail. In the mud. Fresh as they come. Speaking of it here. Longbeard track. Maybe a hammer too. Just walking right along this mud trail. There's turkeys in here. Whether or not this goblin turkeys is yet to be determined. I'm gonna get some cover between me and this hen. I think it's a hen, I don't think that's a person. It sounded like a hen. The cuts were pretty crisp. bush right here. Do a fly down. Alright. The turkey on the quota unit is absolutely eating it up. But just, this week I've been living and dying by not treating these local people and these Floridians how they've treated us. I haven't been running on top of people. If somebody's beat me to a trail, then I've let them have it. I ain't come in on top of nobody, walked past nobody. I haven't been rude or mean to anybody. I just deer in the road. I've been respectful and giving people their space. Just how I'd want to be. So, yeah, that dude, he might be on the other side of the whole flipping road down there. And he might not even hear that turkey right now. But, the turkey's not on my side anyway. I see it, I gotta come back. Anyhow. So, that turkey wants it bad enough. He's been eating up the calling. He'll come over here. And unless the gobbles up a hen, then he'll be over here whenever I come out. If it's meant to be, it'll be. He's already calling. And he's been raking it over there. And I can't go over there. So I'm not gonna stress about it. I have too much road to work. I have too much ground that there's a good chance that there's a turkey in. And there's no sense in me running down there, running up in there on somebody being a peckerhead. So I'm about to go to work. do some stepping. I'm still working in, I think it's hen track, it's hard to tell. But maybe we can find one that'll play the game here shortly. Well, that's been the story of this morning. Walking, and then some more walking. But it hasn't been unproductive. I feel like I've eliminated some ground, gotten it out of my mind. Trying to see if I can see some turkey tracks in the sand. But we had a little bit of rain yesterday, so it's hard to even see deer tracks unless they're super fresh. They ought to be in this road there if there's turkeys. The wind is terrible. The wind is terrible. A good day to power play one. If I want to gobble. Hard to hear one if he gobbles. And pick your poison. Beautiful area there. I know they live in here somewhere. And I bet they use this road. But it is 8:20 and we're coming up close on the 2-mile mark this morning. And we've covered a lot of dirt. And we're about to cover some more, clear it. Might sit down a little while, I don't know. Might loop back around to this fire break by that quota unit and see if that turkey doesn't want to cross the property line. I don't know. We're working. Dang, it's pretty in here. That's a 2-track. Smoked, shaded. It's a good spot. Just not hearing any turkeys gobble. So, about to get in here probably another couple hundred yards because I've called a couple hundred yards behind me and I should have heard one if it was right here. Work a couple hundred yards up this way and hit the call again. See what happens. So, that's all we can do. If anything, I'm gonna get my steps in today. It is what it is. I've been too blessed to complain. I know that much. Alright. I literally just turned the camera off. I just got done talking to y'all. And I told you I was going to walk up a couple hundred yards and hit a call. And one hit it. I mean, he's a beast. And I think it might be that quota turkey. He's a long ways away. But I'm confident he's right on the edge of the public. I mean, he's close. So I'm going to go to him. If it might be a different turkey, I don't know. This wind is hitting me in the face, carrying this sound. So, and it's also a bunch of oak trees and stuff shaking, making noise. I ain't got a clue if that turkey's playable or not. But I can't just make a turkey gobble at 8:30 and just disregard it. And he crushed it too. I literally hit one little yelp. Not even hitting the call hard, and he raked it. So we're gonna see. I gotta see what he'll do. Gotta give him a chance. This trail splits. It ought to take me pretty dang close to him. And there's also some really good looking stuff on this side of the trail. It comes into a four-way. And the left turn goes to him. The straight, the wind's low, and it is call. He didn't gobble. That's cause for concern. I mean, the turkey was like 700 away. I mean, minimum 600. So he's not finna come crashing down on top of me right here. I'm gonna keep on working to him. Maybe. And for him to be gobbling this morning, he's got to be lonely. And that's got to make me think that I can call him. Not at least to the fence. Maybe he'll cross it. I was talking to a local, and he said, don't be afraid to call him across that fence, because they cross it all the time. So, all he can do is try. And hell, better to be after a gobbling turkey than walking all I have and not hearing anything. It's a step in the right direction. I'm finna get stepping. I don't really know what to do. I dropped a maybe pin on Onyx whenever he hit it a minute ago. lip up to like 250. So it's like 500 yards closer. Hit the call, nothing. I had an eerie suspicion, or I have, that I need to like throttle down for a second. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably about to hit the call again. I know he can hear me. So I'm just going to give him confirmation of my last location. See what he does. If he doesn't gobble, probably just going to sit here for 30 to 45 minutes because I'm pretty close to in his bubble. I don't know if he's on this side of the fence or not, but I should be able to hear him and he should be able to hear me. So I might have to kind of play the long game with him. But we'll see. We got all day. We're gonna play it smart and methodically and see what happens. I don't think he's coming, but he probably gobbled up a hen. That he's made. If that's the turkey from the quota side, he's been hitting it good about all morning. So that makes me think he was lonely. So if he's lonely, and I hit the call, even if I was kind of far, if I was in a playable area, and he or I was somewhere he wouldn't mind coming, he might have just started moving. So we're going to give it a few minutes and just listen, hold our ears, see if he'll gobble, see if he comes. Alright. It's probably been 10 minutes. And the turkey just fired off. And he started, I yelped to him. He started answering me really good. He probably gobbled four or five times. So, I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and see. It's just 9 o'clock. He's gobbling pretty good. For it to be 9 o'clock. I think he's lonely. So, he liked the call, evidently. I think I'm like 400 from him. I don't know if he'll come. I might have to slip up closer. But he's not gobbling on his own. He hit it 4 or 5 times right there. And then I haven't updated you. It's been 5 or 10 minutes since that happened. I mean, it wasn't long after I sat down. So I'm just gonna keep sitting. I'm just gonna play it slow. I know I got a pretty good pin on where he's at. I think he's like 400. But just gonna put him close to the fence line between the public and the quota. So he's right here. but he was on the wrong side of the tree. My gun was on the wrong side of a little scrub oak. And there was not a single bush between my body and his eyes. I couldn't move. I could not move a muscle. So he sat there and spit and drum for a minute, and then he worked his way off that way. So I just got repositioned, and I just yelled to him again. That was unbelievable. That turkey covered 400 yards in absolutely no time. No time at all. The only thing that saved me was the wind. The wind had everything moving. There he is. I need to reposition. It's 10 o'clock. It's been close to an hour since that turkey came in. I'm so out of it. Did it absolutely perfect. Aside from kind of looking. It doesn't get much more perfect. 7 yards. 7 yards, full strut. Just a freaking tree in the way. It's beautiful. That was really cool. I really can't believe he didn't come back in. I just... beyond frustrating. I don't like beating them and not beating them. I don't know. All I can do now is play it slow. I'm just gonna sit in here, call every once in a while, and we'll see. He was so lonely. I don't know why he didn't turn around and come in. You come from that far, and then don't just turn around. The problem was he pulled up that close, and he knew there should have been a hen there that he should have seen. Frustrating. I should have just tried to spin and shoot, but I knew it was going to be western, so he was going to see it, and he'd probably take off running, and there was cover. Unlike the first turkey I killed, They had a pretty open lane, so if he started doing something, I could still shoot. He had some cover and stuff. Alright. It's 10:30. Frustrated would not be a good word. I'm really upset. Really upset. And the reality of it is that I should have a beautiful turkey in my head and be smoking a cigar right now. And it's just frustrating. I really, I mean, I would have rather not heard a turkey all morning, or not called one up, than have had that happen. It feels like somebody, it feels like I'm like my girlfriend in 9 years just broke up with me. And it sucks. The turkey just got. The turkey's kind of quit gobbling. He hit it 4 or 5 times to a crow, but wouldn't gobble. It wouldn't gobble at me, yelping to him. So seems like he's pretty boogered. I don't know, he might just be henned up. He might not care about a hen yelp, but it don't really make sense for him to be gobbling. I'm moving on him. I'm gonna try to loop him. He was 300 to 400 from me, so I'm gonna loop around and come in the top side. The top side of that hammock that I think he's in. The reality of it is, he might not do it regardless. But this is, without a doubt, the best play that I've got. So that's what we're going with. The reality of it is, the turkey should have been dead. At 12 o'clock. The turkey should have been dead 3 hours ago. Gobble. Damn, he sounded far though. He hit it a few times right there. And that was at me. I don't think that turkey is as far. I don't think he's actually as far as he sounds. Well, y'all just gonna have to be mad at me. I got it done. Y'all just gonna have to be mad at me, because I worked my tail off for that one. 3:45 in the afternoon. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little emotional after that one. What a turkey hunt. I don't know if I've ever worked that hard for one in my life. And what a fine one. Man. I've been chasing this joker all over this dang WMA. I am near about 3 miles deep. I bet I've put in 7 miles today, and I'm not kidding. I had that turkey at 7 yards full strut at 9 o'clock this morning, and couldn't kill him because there was a tree. He came in silent, and there was a tree blocking from moving my gun. I didn't have a single bush. I didn't know how he didn't make me, but I wasn't going to risk it because he came in so well. I thought I could loop him or something. Well, he walked off. I repositioned. He didn't come back. Eventually he started gobbling at 11:30. Y'all seen that? I crawled up to 60 yards on this turkey. Had him triple gobbling every breath, it seemed like. He wouldn't break. I went to loop him. Never heard another word out of him, and for another hour or so. After he gobbled one time, and I seen he was coming to this last hammock on this road. And I was like, I might can beat him there. I slipped all the way down this hammock and cut him off. I got in front of him, finally. And I yelped, and he didn't gobble. And I was concerned, because he's been messed with quite a bit. I sat here for 30 minutes. Didn't hear a word. Nothing. I figured he heard the yelper and was like, nope. He knew what that was. I fell asleep. And I woke up to him gobbling 40 yards away from me. I am laying. Let me give the play-by-play. I am laying on this oak tree. I am laying flat right here with my head leaned up, and my gun's just like that by my side. He was back this way. Let me do this. Alright. I'm laying down like this, my head on the tree. I do a straight sit-up. My gun's right here. I do a straight sit-up, this low, and I see him bebopping through the grass at like 30-35 yards. He sees me because I'm still leaning up like that. I didn't even have my mask on. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had my mask on. I fell asleep with my mask on, thank God. And I lean up, and he sees me pulling my gun around. He picks that head up, and I just kept on moving slow. The wind's blowing everything around me. And I eased the gun up like this. And as soon as I threw it on that head, I shot. So he was still. and I smoked. It never even flopped. At like 30 yards. I have never in my life had a turkey hunt like that. That was the most incredible thing. I mean, that was a worthy opponent. And I can't thank God enough. I prayed, and I prayed, and I was about ready to cry this morning after I had him at 7 yards full strut and didn't kill him. And then I was fighting mad after I had him at 60 and he wouldn't commit. I thought it was over. I mean, I yelped and he never gobbled. I was asleep. God, I'm blessed. I mean, there's no skill involved in that. That is all just the good Lord being good to me. Man, I sure am thankful. That is one fine turkey. And that joker, that was not his first rodeo. Heck, he went 3 rodeos to me this morning. 2. He won 2 out of 3. Golly. Once again, I kill a turkey that's not on video. Oh well. I mean, a beautiful Osceola longbeard. I'm gonna move y'all up some. It's gonna be kind of hard to hear with this wind. What is that look like? It looks pretty good to me. This has been the most incredible week of turkey hunting I've ever experienced in my life. I have never seen anything like this. Don't get me wrong. I worked pretty hard to be this successful, but man, I don't deserve this. I sure don't. I couldn't be more thankful. I mean, that old boy put me through the ringer this morning, all day. I ain't never the craziest thing. I've watched 3 turkeys die in 4 days of hunting. Public land, by the way. This is no pay to hunt. This is as legit as it gets right here. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because let me tell you, this right here, I enjoy the competition. I enjoy the feeling. Not that it's any different killing one on private land versus public land, but there's a different level of respect. There's so many more battles, so many more adversity, so many more adversities that you have to overcome when you're chasing these birds on public land. And they've just seen so much more. I mean, I know it's still early in the season. Opening day was just 4 days ago. But, I mean, these turkeys have already been boogered. I mean, I listened to it firsthand, all the people running around pushing them off the road. And there's a reason why this turkey is all the way back in the back of this dang WMA. I mean, I am as far away from a marked road as you can get. I bet I walked 7 miles today. Now, granted, that's zigzagging around this place. Straight line walk, it's like 2.5 miles. But, I mean, that's going to be a long walk coating that heavy joker out of here, too. But you know what? I'd do it 100 times over. God, I'm thankful. Unreal.